We're doing over 3.5 million tourists a year, about 700,000 U.S. origination, so people coming from the United States. So with 700,000, we're up from our 650,000. We're doing very, very well. A lot of interest, a lot of demand.
You're from the Israel Tourism Board. What do you anticipate for this coming year, 2014?
Well, we're hoping to keep the momentum going and get the numbers even higher. Even though it's been a record year, we feel that there's potential for even more tourists. And so we're hoping this year will be another record-breaking year and get closer to even 5 million tourists a year, which we think we can get to.
What part of Israel's foreign tourism comes from Christians as compared to Jews?
Yeah, more than half of the visitors to Israel are Christians. A large portion of that is pilgrimage tours, specifically people coming on pilgrimage tours. But I think it was close to 60% Christians. That's right, yes.
And about 20% of that is Catholics. So we know that we have a large market with Catholics, and more can be developed.
Speaking of statistics, what part of the visitors who come on organized tours as compared to coming independently? Would you know off the top of your heads?
Don't have the number off the top of my head, but a vast number of them do come on organized group tours. And also, you had mentioned something about surprise having more Asians come. You find the Filipino community extensively has more and more groups, more and more church groups that are coming to.
The booth is very busy here.
Well, listen, we're very popular, and now that you're standing in front of it, it's doing even more to make it popular. But we have a number of Asians, and there's more Asian Christian influence that's happening in China. So you're going to find that if a small percentage of the Chinese are becoming Christian and they want to go to the Holy Land, we're not going to have enough rooms. But right now, we have space available.
Good relations now, right, with China. China's
Yes.
investing a tremendous amount in Israel.
No, that's absolutely correct. And as far as regional tourism is concerned, which was another point that you made, we have very good relations with Turkey. And while the Christian religion was born in Israel, the churches were born in Turkey. And I learned that from a very good friend who happens to work for the Turkish airline. He once told me that while we were sitting together having a beer.
What about regional travel? Can people who go to Egypt, for example, how easy is it to travel between countries?
Between Israel and Egypt and Jordan, it's very easy to cross over. A lot of people are combining those destinations together. There's 3 land crossings between Jordan and Israel. There's 2 land crossings between Jordan and Israel and Egypt. And so you can go by land. You can even fly from Tel Aviv to Amman. There's several flights a week. So you can combine your trips. You can go to Israel, spend a good week in Israel, and then take a day trip to Petra, for example, in Jordan. That's very popular. People fly from Los Angeles, New York. They're already on that side of the world. They want to see as much as possible. So we encourage that.
Yeah, regional tourism works, and that is that people want to do more if they're taking a long trip. So to be honest, another stamp in the passport and the ability to say that you've been there and you have another cultural experience, it helps. So going from Israel to Jordan, going into Turkey, going to Egypt, having more than one experience is going to work for travelers. And where people would like to combine different cultures and different textures, there's the ability to do that in the Eastern Mediterranean.
Israel has, about 20%, 1/5 of its population are Arabs. Does El Al, for example, do they fly Arabs?
Well, you'd have to ask El Al about that. I don't know what their demographics are, but I would tend to think that most of the people would be Jewish or secular or Christian groups, and I don't know about the Arab population.
They certainly don't discriminate by any means. So anybody that wants to fly El Al is welcome to fly El Al or any other airline to Israel. And they don't ask you what your religious background is or what your nationality is beyond the usual anywhere you're flying to.
And if what about Palestinians, or if you want to call West Bank residents, for example?
Well, one of the positive things about regional tourism that we were discussing is that it's a way for everyone to benefit from tourism, and that includes the Palestinians. A lot of the tours especially the pilgrimage tours that come to Israel, they go into Bethlehem, they go into the West Bank, and that boosts their economy. So it's a win-win. Everybody wants the tourists, and so it's one of the bridges to peace, in my opinion, is this regional cooperation, and especially in tourism.
Is there a website people can learn from?
Our website is goisrael.com. You can find out about what events are going on in Israel right now, plan your trip, see suggested itineraries, and get a lot of information that way.